An ethical position, what does it mean to me? It means a lot. I take it very seriously. I like the saying, do no harm, take no shit. People do give vegans shit, that's for sure. People like to poke fun at the minority or the ones who are slightly outside of the group, and outside of the group for a good reason. If you want to label yourself vegan, and I don't really care for labels too much, but I think that labeling yourself vegan is very important because it identifies that you take a stance against what goes on in animal production, and that it means something to these other people. They see that you have to put in effort, and for sure it's slightly more effort, but it becomes so easy, and it's a joy. I reckon it's not a chore to do it at all. If you count the things that you're missing out, you probably won't even get to 10 things. If you look at it, it's like chicken, fish, beef, pig, eggs, milk, honey, what's that, 7? You probably won't even get to 10 things. I know that lots of products have part of these products in them, and that makes it slightly more difficult, but it's not difficult once you get going, and once you get into it, it's so good. If people give you shit, then I would say just dish it back, because, I don't know, some people will just take it and let it slide, but I don't put up with it. Having gone from being a meat eater and eating animal products then to this, you know what it's like. I've met a few people in the past few weeks who call themselves vegan, but then they also tell me that they still eat this, or they still eat that, or they still have this because, they're in a situation where they felt they needed it, or whatever lame excuse. It's just a lame excuse. And I get that people are doing a better job by reducing down to almost vegan, but if you're going to call yourself vegan, then just do it properly. It's not hard. It means not eating animal products. So if you're in a situation where you're hungry or whatever, or there's social pressure, then don't bow to it. You're not going to starve for a day or 2 days. If you haven't gotten to that stage, which I highly doubt, then there's no excuse. To me, I would skip a meal, no worries. I've skipped meals. It's not the end of the world. Or you just eat later that night. If you're at dinner with someone or people, there's nothing to eat, you're not going to starve. People think that they're hungry after a few hours of not having a meal. You're not actually hungry, you just want food, that's all it is. And when you look at it from the animal's perspective, it's so easy to just maintain. I encourage you to stand outside a slaughterhouse and witness the animals going in and the trucks coming out empty. If you can go into the slaughterhouse, go and witness it. I doubt you'll be able to, because most of them won't even let you. But that will just make it hit home, and then you just think, how could I ever eat food that has in some way a tie to what goes on there? It's so sad. That way, it just reaffirms your position, and you just think, no, it's not food. To me, it's not food anymore. And when you look at it like that, it's easy to maintain, and then if something's got a little bit of this or that, then you just say, no, that's it. No worries, I'll get food later or whatever. In conclusion, look up the definition, do it properly, be vegan, be confident, don't take shit from people, get some blood tests done. That's always good, because people want to say this, that, or the other thing. If you say, here's my recent blood tests, look at this, now what are you going to say?